What is the true cost of fear? I recently read in a book that fear is how the ego lives. And the reason that is because ego's job is to survive, to simply not die is its job. And I think the cost of fear is life. And that reigns true in every single aspect of the meaning of the word fear, because to be fearful is to simply avoid death. And that's not to be confused with being afraid. It's fine to be afraid of spiders, of snakes, of whatever it is, because that's how you, quite literally in a sense, not die. But in terms of when I say the ego's job is to survive, it's to keep you away from the things that are risky, like starting a business, trying something new, doing this. It's survival in the sense of not being wrong, of always being right, of never taking on risk, because if you take on risk, you might fail. And so I think the true cost of fear is simply to live, because to live without fear is not to never analyze is to not analyze the risk of things and to not take into account what things could go wrong, but it's to simply not be afraid to execute it. To live in fear is to not try anything new. And to not try anything new means that you will never accomplish what you want to accomplish. So if there's one word of advice, it's to just simply live without fear. And what that looks like, I think, is trying as many new things as you possibly can. And that can be so simple. Trying new things does not have to be a business. Trying new things does not have to be learning an entire new lifestyle. I think it simply can be reading a new book, challenging your own ideas, drawing, creating an art piece, going with the process, just trusting the process. Trust is the opposite of fear. And so if you go about your daily life, cook food, do whatever, try something new, I don't know, and if you simply trust the process, then you will live a very fulfilled life. Not a perfect life, but a very fulfilled life.